Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, giving AI the right context, not more context. Everyone's been bragging about their massive prompts, paragraphs of instructions, whole documents pasted in. And you're telling me that's backwards?
Mostly, yes. There's a piece making the rounds this week arguing that the skill isn't giving AI more context, it's giving it the right context. And the distinction actually matters, because more context can make the answer worse.
Worse. That sounds like something a consultant says to sound clever. Prove it.
Fine. Anthropic, the company behind the Claude models, published guidance this year on what they call context engineering, and the core finding is that language models have an attention budget. Every token you add, a token being roughly a word chunk, dilutes how much the model focuses on the parts that actually matter. Stuff the window with irrelevant background, and the signal drowns.
So the 10-paragraph prompt with your company history, your tone guidelines, your life story,
Is often actively hurting you. Here's a concrete case. Someone asks the AI to draft a rejection email to a job candidate. The instinct is to paste the entire job description, the candidate's full resume, the company's diversity statement, 3 example emails. But only 2 facts change the output: the candidate's name and the specific reason they were rejected. Everything else is noise that the model now has to wade through.
but how do I know in advance which 2 facts matter? That's the whole problem. It feels safer to include everything.
It feels safer, and that's the trap. The test is simple. For each piece of context, ask if I deleted this. Would the answer change? If not, cut it. The rejection email doesn't get better because the model knows your company was founded in 2014. It gets better because you told it the rejection was about a skills gap, not culture fit, because that changes the wording entirely.
Okay, but there's a counterexample staring at us. Coding assistants. Those things ingest your entire repository and perform better for it. So sometimes more really is more.
Right, and that's the nuance people skip. The repository isn't more context, it's relevant context. The model needs to know your existing function names, so it doesn't invent conflicting ones. The failure mode there is the opposite, too little. If you ask for a fix and don't show the surrounding code, it hallucinates an API, an interface it assumes exists but doesn't. So the rule isn't less. It's only what moves the answer.
Give me the tell. How do I spot someone who's padding versus someone who's precise?
The pattern describes the situation. The precise person states the decision criteria. Watch. Write me a marketing email. Here's everything about our product. Versus write a marketing email. The one thing readers must remember is that setup takes under 5 minutes, and cut anything that competes with that. The second one is shorter and gets a sharper result, because you've told the model what to optimize for instead of making it guess.
Does this actually save time, though, or am I now spending 10 minutes curating context to save 2 minutes of editing?
Up front, it's slower, and anyone selling you a productivity number should be suspect. Most of those figures come from the AI vendors themselves. But the real cost of a bloated prompt isn't the writing, it's the editing loop afterward. You get a mushy, generic answer, you reprompt again. Nail the context once, and you skip 3 rounds of that. That's where the time goes.
So the professionals who look fast with these tools,
But aren't typing more, they're typing less. But every line earns its place. They've internalized that a prompt is an argument for a specific answer, not a data dump. The person who pastes their whole knowledge base is outsourcing the thinking to a model that can't read their mind.
give me the one thing to do differently tomorrow morning.
Before you hit send, reread your prompt and delete every sentence that wouldn't change the reply if it vanished. If you can't tell whether a line matters, that's your answer. It doesn't. Ship the lean version.
Cut till it hurts. That I can use. That's a wrap. Fresh AI briefings drop daily at mba-training.com.